I want to describe something, and I want you to tell me if this is familiar.
Go ahead.
You have not done anything physically hard today. You sat at a desk. You answered messages. You attended meetings. You did the normal things of a normal day.
And yet by the evening, you feel completely destroyed.
Exhausted in a way that does not match what you actually did. Like your body ran a marathon, but your legs never moved.
And you cannot explain it. You feel guilty about it. Because nothing dramatic happened. You did not work out. You did not carry anything heavy. You just existed through a stressful day.
And now you are empty.
Write yes in the comments right now if you know this feeling. Just the word yes. That is all.
Because today we are talking about stress. What it actually does to your mind and your body. Why you feel so tired when nothing physically happened. And the specific English vocabulary to talk about stress, emotions, and mental health clearly and confidently.
Because being able to name what is happening inside you is one of the most powerful things you can do. In English and in life.
Stay with us. I'm Emma.
I'm Max. This is Real Life English, the podcast. Let's go.
Okay, let us start with something most people do not know. Even though they live with stress every single day,
What is that?
stress is not just a feeling. It is a full physical event happening inside your body.
A physical event.
A complete biological response. When your brain detects something threatening or uncertain, it sends a signal. And your body prepares for danger.
The fight or flight response. We talked about this before.
Yes. And in that moment, your heart rate increases. Your muscles tighten. Your breathing becomes shallower. Your digestion slows down. Your immune system is temporarily suppressed.
Suppressed means held back. Reduced, made less active. Your immune system is suppressed means it becomes weaker temporarily.
And all of this happens because your body thinks you need to fight or run. It is redirecting all its energy towards survival.
Which was useful when the danger was a tiger.
Extremely useful. But when the danger is an email from your boss, or a deadline, or an argument you had yesterday, the body does not know the difference.
The body responds the same way. Every time.
Every time. And here is what most people do not realize. The exhaustion you feel after a stressful day is real physical exhaustion.
Because your body was in survival mode all day, using real energy, real resources.
Fighting a tiger you never saw. For 8 hours.
And that is why you feel destroyed by something that looked ordinary from the outside.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You told yourself you were being dramatic. That you had not done anything hard. That you should not be this tired.
But you were doing something hard. Your nervous system was working at full capacity all day.
That is not dramatic. That is biology.
And naming it, understanding it, already makes it slightly less heavy. Okay, let us talk about the mind specifically, because I think the mental effects of stress are the ones that affect people most and are least understood.
The first mental effect. Brain fog means a feeling of mental cloudiness, difficulty thinking clearly, forgetting things, struggling to concentrate.
And you have probably experienced this without knowing it had a name.
You are trying to focus, and the thoughts will not cooperate. You read a sentence 3 times. You forget what you were doing mid-task. You feel like your brain is running slowly.
Like a computer with too many tabs open.
Exactly. Because your brain under stress is using enormous processing power on threat monitoring, on scanning for danger, on managing the cortisol.
Cortisol is the primary stress hormone. The chemical your body releases when it detects a threat. It helps you respond to danger. But too much of it for too long damages concentration and memory.
So the brain fog is not laziness. It is your brain under a real chemical burden.
The second mental effect. Catastrophizing means imagining the worst possible outcome and treating it as if it is certain.
Your brain under stress becomes very creative with disaster scenarios.
It takes something small and expands it. What if this goes wrong? What if they are angry with me? What if everything falls apart? What if I cannot handle it?
And the spiral begins. One small concern becomes a full catastrophe in minutes.
Because stress activates the part of your brain responsible for threat detection. And that part sees threats everywhere, even where there are none.
The third mental effect. Irritability means being easily annoyed or frustrated, responding to small things with more emotion than they deserve.
You are stressed, and someone asks you a simple question, and something inside you just snaps.
Not because the question was unreasonable, but because your emotional reserves means the supplies you have saved for difficult moments, your reserves are already depleted. Used up. There is nothing left for patience.
And then you feel guilty about snapping, which adds more stress, which reduces the reserves further.
The cycle compounds itself.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You were short with someone you love, not because you wanted to be, because you had nothing left.
That is stress. Not your personality, not a character flaw. Stress?
And understanding the difference changes how you treat yourself and how you explain yourself to others.
Let us talk about what stress does physically. Because the body keeps score, it holds every stressful experience somewhere inside it.
Where does it hold it?
Everywhere. But some places more than others.
First, the shoulders. When was the last time you consciously checked your shoulders?
Right now. Are they up near your ears? Are they tight? Braced?
Most people who are stressed carry their shoulders elevated means raised higher than normal, without realizing it.
For hours, sometimes all day, the muscles are contracted and holding, and by evening, they ache.
Contracted means tightened and shortened. Muscles under stress contract. They brace for impact.
And the tension in the shoulders often travels to the neck, to the jaw, to the head. A tension headache is a headache caused by tight muscles in the neck and head, not by illness.
The headache at the end of a stressful day is not random. It is the physical result of hours of muscle tension.
Second, the gut. The gut-brain connection means the direct communication pathway between your digestive system and your brain is one of the most fascinating and most overlooked areas of stress research.
Your gut has its own nervous system, sometimes called the second brain.
And when you are stressed, your gut feels it. Directly, stomach aches when you are anxious. Digestive problems during hard periods. The feeling of butterflies before something difficult.
The butterflies feeling means that nervous, fluttering sensation in your stomach when you are anxious or excited.
That feeling is real. Your gut is genuinely responding to stress, not imagining it.
Third, sleep. Sleep disrupts means interrupts and damages the normal functioning of something.
You are exhausted. You need to sleep, and your body will not let you. Or you fall asleep and wake at thram. Suddenly alert, mind running, no reason, no way back to sleep.
Because cortisol, which should be low at night, stays elevated under chronic stress. And cortisol is an alert hormone. It is designed to wake you up, to keep you ready.
Chronic means persistent, happening regularly over a long time. Chronic stress means not one bad day. Months and years of sustained pressure.
And chronic stress does not just cause tired days. It causes genuine long-term damage to health.
To the immune system. To the cardiovascular system, cardiovascular means relating to the heart and blood vessels. To memory. To mood.
Which is why taking stress seriously is not weakness. It is self-preservation.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You were so tired, you could not sleep. Too exhausted to rest. Too wired to wind down.
That is not strange. That is cortisol. That is biology, not a personal failing.
And there are real things you can do about it. Real practices. Real habits. That is what comes next.
Okay, practical, because knowing what stress does is useful. But knowing what to do about it is more useful.
3 things that actually work. Not complicated. Not expensive. Not requiring special equipment.
Thing 1. Name it.
When you feel stressed, say it. Out loud or in your head. I am stressed right now. This is stress. I can feel it in my shoulders. I can feel it in my chest.
And this sounds too simple to matter.
Research shows that naming an emotion reduces its intensity. The act of labeling what you feel activates the reasoning part of your brain and calms the threat detection part.
Labeling means giving something a specific name or category. Labeling an emotion means naming it precisely.
I am stressed. I am overwhelmed. I am anxious about this specific thing. The more specific the label, the more the intensity reduces.
Thing 2. Physical interruption.
The stress response lives in the body. And the most effective interruptions are physical.
Movement. A walk. Even 5 minutes. Your body was prepared to run from danger. Give it some movement. It completes the cycle.
Complete the cycle. Complete the cycle means allowing the stress response to finish properly instead of remaining stuck halfway.
Cold water on your face. Slow, deliberate breathing in for 4 counts, hold for 4, out for 8. These are not spiritual practices. They are biological interventions.
Intervention means an action taken to improve a situation. A biological intervention means an action that directly changes what is happening in your body.
Your nervous system responds to these physical inputs. It begins to understand the danger has passed. We can return to baseline.
Baseline means the normal resting state. The level you return to when the threat is gone.
Thing 3. One thing at a time.
Stress multiplies when everything feels urgent and everything feels connected. When one problem feels like it will cause every other problem.
And the brain under stress cannot prioritize effectively. Everything feels equally urgent.
So you choose one thing. Just one. The one thing that if you did it, would reduce the overall pressure even slightly. And you do only that.
Not all of it. One thing.
And the act of choosing one thing instead of drowning in everything tells your brain, we are not helpless. We are taking action. We are moving.
And movement, even the smallest movement, reduces the feeling of being trapped, which is what stress, at its deepest level, actually is.
Now, the language. Because one of the most important things you can do with stress is talk about it. And in English, there are specific natural expressions for this.
Expression 1. I am feeling overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means there is too much at once. Too much to handle. Your capacity has been exceeded.
Not just busy. Overwhelmed, there is a weight to this word that busy does not have.
Expression 2. I am burning out. Burnout means your energy, motivation, and capacity have been exhausted by sustained pressure.
You are not just tired for a day. You are burning out. The fuel is running out.
Expression 3. I need to decompress. Decompress means to release pressure, to transition from high stress to calm.
I need some time to decompress after that week. Not I need a holiday. I need to decompress. More specific. More honest.
Expression 4. I am at capacity. At capacity means you are completely full. There is no room for more. Your limit has been reached.
I cannot take on anything else right now. I am at capacity. Clean, clear, no apology needed.
Expression 5. I am running on adrenaline. Running on adrenaline means surviving on the energy of the stress response itself. Going past your natural limit on borrowed energy.
And the crash after running on adrenaline is real and hard because the body asks for everything it lent you.
Expression 6. I need to step away. Step away means to create physical or mental distance from something stressful.
I need to step away from this for a bit. I cannot think clearly right now. I need to step away and come back with fresh eyes.
Expression 7. I am holding it together. Holding it together means managing to function despite significant internal pressure.
She is holding it together. He is barely holding it together. I am holding it together, but only just.
And this phrase captures something that is very real. The effort of appearing functional when you are not. The work of maintenance under pressure.
And naming it, I am holding it together, is an honest thing to say. It is not complaining. It is a statement of quiet endurance. Word tour time. Today's vocabulary. One word, one example, one thing to remember.
First suppressed, held back. Reduced, made less active. Example 1. Her immune system was suppressed after months of chronic stress. She caught every cold that came near her. Example 2. Suppressed emotions do not disappear. They find other ways to emerge. Remember, this suppression costs more energy than expression. Name what you feel. It is always cheaper.
Next, cortisol, the primary stress hormone, released when your body detects a threat. Example 1, elevated cortisol at night keeps you alert when your body needs to rest, disrupting the sleep that would help you recover. Example 2, understanding cortisol helped her stop feeling guilty for being tired. Her body had been working all day, just invisibly. Remember this, your tiredness is real. Even when nothing visible happened, the body was working quietly all day.
Brain fog. A feeling of mental cloudiness. Difficulty thinking clearly or concentrating. Example 1. The brain fog after a week of high stress made even simple decisions feel impossible. Example 2. Brain fog is not laziness. It is a brain under chemical burden trying to function. Remember this, you are not slow. You are stressed. There is a difference. And it matters.
Catastrophizing. Imagining the worst possible outcome and treating it as certain. Example 1, she recognized she was catastrophizing when she traced a small work concern all the way to imagining losing her job and everything after. Example 2, ask yourself, what is the realistic outcome? Not the worst, the realistic. Remember this, the catastrophe you imagine is almost never the catastrophe that arrives. Act and find out.
Depleted. Used up. Emptied, with not enough left to function at full capacity. Example 1. His emotional reserves were depleted not because he was weak, but because he had been giving without receiving for months. Example 2. Depletion is not permanent, but it is real, and it requires real recovery, not just sleep, real rest. Remember this, depleted resources need real refilling. Sleep is one way, but only one.
Chronic. Persistent. Happening regularly over a long time, not occasional. Example 1. Chronic stress is not the same as a hard week. It is months and years of sustained pressure with insufficient recovery. Example 2. Chronic anything changes the body. The brain, the way you see the world. Remember, this occasional stress is manageable. Chronic stress requires intervention. Be honest about which one you are living with.
Complete the cycle. Allow the stress response to finish properly instead of remaining stuck at high activation. Example 1. Movement helps complete the stress cycle your body was prepared to run, and giving it movement tells it the danger has passed. Example 2. You cannot think your way to calm. You have to move your way there. Remember this, the stress cycle needs a physical ending, not just a mental one.
Labeling. Giving something a specific, precise name. Naming an emotion clearly. Example 1, labeling her anxiety as specifically about the presentation, not about her life in general, reduced its intensity significantly. Example 2, the more specific the label, the more the intensity reduces. I am anxious about this specific thing is more manageable than I am anxious. Remember this, be specific. Vague fear is bigger. Named fear is smaller. Always.
Baseline. The normal resting state. The level you return to when the threat is gone. Example 1. After a period of chronic stress, his baseline shifted. What used to feel calm now felt numb. Example 2. Recovery means returning to baseline. And sometimes it means recalibrating what baseline even feels like. Remember this, if you have been stressed for a long time, you may have forgotten what your baseline feels like. That is okay. It comes back.
And our last word, endurance. the ability to continue through difficulty over a long period of time. Example 1, she had remarkable endurance, not because she was unaffected by the pressure, but because she kept moving through it. Example 2, endurance is not the absence of feeling. It is the decision to keep going despite the feeling. Remember this, you are already more resilient than you know. The fact that you are here, still going, still trying, that is endurance. Right now.
Okay, now it is your turn.
Here is your sentence template for today. Say it out loud. Fill in the blanks with something real, something true for you right now.
Here it is.
Right now, I am feeling... I can feel it in my blank body part or symptom. What I need to do is blank one small thing. And what I am going to stop telling myself is blank the judgment you add on top.
Say it now. Out loud. Your real feeling. Your real body. Your real one thing.
Pause. Say it. And your comment challenge for today.
Write this in the comments in English.
This week, I have been feeling... And I am going to stop judging myself for it because...
Write it. Right now. In the comments. In English.
Because naming it publicly takes away some of its power over you.
We read every single comment. Every one.
We are at the end. And I want to leave you with one thing.
Go ahead.
Your body is not your enemy. It is trying to protect you, even when it hurts.
Say it again.
Your body is not your enemy. It is trying to protect you, even when it hurts.
The exhaustion is real. The brain fog is real. The tight shoulders and the disrupted sleep and the irritability. All real. All biology. None of it weakness.
Name what you feel. Move your body. Do one thing. And stop compounding the difficulty with judgment.
You are already doing something hard. You do not need to make it harder by deciding you should not be finding it hard.
Your comment homework, write how stress shows up in your body this week. Just one thing. In English. In the comments.
And if this episode gave you something real today, share it with one person. Someone who is tired and does not know why.
Now they will.
Thank you for being here. I'm Max.
And I'm Emma. Be gentle with yourself today, and we will see you in the very next episode.
Bye for now.
See you in next episode. Bye, everyone.